Alright guys, so basically what's happening in the last 24 hours is literally insane. Everything in the Pulsechain eco exploding. We have the DAI stablecoin wrapped with wrapped Pulse is exploding and it's almost reaching 1.8 cents. We have Pulse Wrap BTC going crazy and hitting $1,100, which is astronomical. I love seeing that. You know, it's making my wallet look so juicy. And we have all the other cryptocurrencies that are on the Pulsechain network that are going berserk. Over the last 7 days, we're seeing that the Pulse token is up 14%, PulseX token is up 25%, INC is up 15%, Hex is up 2%. But the most beautiful thing is, if you look at all the other tokens, right, a lot of them are in the red, but some of the fork tokens are all in the green. We see PAXG up 59%, PUSDC 52%, and all the other tokens that you guys see over here are all in the green, right? We're going over the bubble. We can see that the bubbles are looking juicy and beautiful, and a lot of these coins, if you guys have aped into them just a few months ago, you are probably in the green right now, because my Pulsechain bag, right, from just small amounts of tokens that I'm putting in are turning super juicy. One of the tokens that I'm super excited about is Teddy Bear. It's a meme coin on Pulsechain that we've talked about so many times on this channel. It's up a tremendous percent over the last 24 hours, which, I mean, you guys can see the chart over here. The chart looks astronomical. I love seeing this. Now, what is going on? Now, one thing that I did notice is that on X, Richard Hart has been just tweeting about Pulsechain like nonstop since the beginning of November, and he keeps talking about how Trump and his victory speech is making Bitcoin go to all-time highs, and that is impacting Pulsechain. You guys can see he talked about it a couple times. Then he talked about the SEC being sued by 18 states, sorry. Then he talks about SEC losing in court and the courts ruled against the SEC. And then he talks about PulseX is up 20%. So it looks like he is talking about PulseX very heavily, and it's something beautiful to see. Now, here is the beautiful thing about Pulsechain. You guys don't know when the ecosystem is going to blow up. So you might have some tokens sitting in your wallet. But what I like to do is I like to be a bit more proactive with the money that I have sitting in my wallet. So I stake my funds in platforms like Pulse Capital, which is going to offer me very decent returns. And that money I take and I recycle that in the ecosystem as part of LPs. Those LPs are going to have a portion of the Hex tokens, Pulse tokens, PulseX tokens, INC tokens, and so on. That is going to accumulate my position in the blue chips of this blockchain, and that is also going to increase my position here, making me earn more fees from the platform. Okay, so if we go over to the capital farm, let me show you guys exactly where my money is sitting, because I added more to my position over here. So I started with the PCAP stock token, and that is currently earning me 1.43% a day, which is beautiful in terms of passive income, earning me 1.4% a day. A lot of the platforms that we've spoken about in the past and why they were so popular is because they were earning 1% a day. Imagine now you're earning more than 1% a day, but it's still not on anybody's radar, which for me is beautiful because it's gonna make me keep earning those dividends. Then I have a position in the PCAP Pulse LP farm. Now that position is earning me slightly more at 1.7% a day. Okay, so that is tremendous. Now this is beautiful to me because it's earning me fees in PCAP, but those PCAP, I'm recycling them back in the ecosystem. So I'm either gonna add more to my PCAP Pulse LP position and add it back in the farm, or I can just add it, for example, to the earnings that I'm getting in the stock vault over here. I'm earning some stock over here. You guys can see I have $4.4 stock. I can use that and add it to my position in PCAP over here, and then just stake it in the PCAP stock LP farm, or I can just sell it and then just pair it with some other Hex. Sorry, not sell it, or I can just claim it and pair it with some other Hex, Pulse, or INC in my wallet and just stake it back in the ecosystem. I can do many things over here, right? And the latest pool that I've jumped into is the PCAP Ethereum Hex, earning me 2.27% a day. Now, these pools are all built and rehypothecated on PulseX farms. Now, PulseX farms, main farms of Pulsechain. Over here, we are earning some pretty decent APRs, but all the APRs that are on Pulse Capital are almost 50% to 100% better than the APRs that you guys are seeing over here. Actually, never mind. It's actually 50% better than the APRs that you guys are seeing over here. So imagine all the money that is is sitting over here, if it just moves to Pulse Cap, I mean, it's going to be crazy, right? A lot of money is going to go in there, which means a lot more dividend is going to be paid to everybody that is staking on Pulse Capital. So all in all, right now, if you look at my dashboard, I have roughly $945 in tokens and $553 in the capital farm, $393 in the stock vault, and I've earned so far 4,000 PCAP token. That's in entirety, right? So I have 4,324 tokens, which is roughly $45. And if we're looking at the duration, let's go to the stock. If we go to the stock vault, you guys can see that over here it says 32 days. Actually, it says over here 82 days, and I've staked this 100 days when it said 100 days. So that's roughly 18 days now the protocol is running, and I've earned about $45. So it's actually decent in terms of return with the little amount of capital that I have in this platform. And this is something that is going to be running 24/7, right? So this, just think about it in a monthly basis, think about it in a yearly basis. It's going to be crazy if you keep adding to your position. Another position that I have staked elsewhere actually is some Solana. I have some Solana staked in Orca, but the Solana that's in Orca right now is earning me 1%, right? So think about it this way. You're on Pulse Capital, you're earning between 1.3 to 2% a day, whereas in other farms earning way less because there's much more capital on those farms. So you would probably want to come capital, stake your funds because you're going to higher APRs until many more people are going to be rushing in here and staking their LPs, and then the percentages are going to go down. So might as well enjoy the APRs while they last. Okay guys, so if you guys have any more questions, make sure to leave in the comment section.